From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a winter weather alert.
All right, folks, good morning to you. It is straight up and 7 o'clock on this Thursday morning and 16 chilly degrees in Lawrenceburg, 24 in Florence. I'm Ben Luna in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a special live morning show here to talk about the approaching winter storm. We have a lot of wintry precip on the way to the area. A few things have evolved a little bit during the overnight, and unfortunately, that's the icing potential as we look downrange, what we're going to see here for tomorrow, how things are going to start to wrap up tomorrow evening, and answer the overall question, how much of what are we going to see? You'll find out right here, again, in the special live edition of Your Weather Today. And so remember, this is a live broadcast, and so who knows? We'll get through it, all right? We'll start this morning with a check on our weather headlines, or rather, our watch and warning map. As of now, all of our viewing area in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi is under a winter storm warning. The winter storm warning is in effect across our viewing area until Saturday evening. I think at 6 o'clock is the expiration. Overnight, North Alabama was added to the winter storm warning criteria. Middle Tennessee, West Tennessee, and Northern Mississippi had already been in that from yesterday afternoon. Let's take a little tour across the area with our cameras, a part of the Arctic Air Skycam network. Here is Muletown, a beautiful shot of downtown Columbia this morning. Even colder there at 14 degrees out at the Murray County Airport under a mostly sunny sky, a mostly clear sky this morning. And that's why we've got those temperatures so low, is because overnight, any cloud coverage that was out there moved out or dissipated, and that's allowed what little heat we had to evaporate or to move out of the surface and into the upper atmosphere and out into space. And so in turn, that really cooled us off overnight. So many of you are waking up to the teens in most of the area. I think down toward the river, of course, by Florence. I told you it was a little bit warmer in the 20s there, but still not a lot of difference between 14 and 21 degrees. It's still equally as chilly. Here's a live view from Lawrenceburg this morning, our big old water tank camera overlooking the crossroads of Dixie. Seeing again a clear sky this morning. A temperature sensor's off up there, unfortunately, but again, we do have a reading here at the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, our studio building, of 16 degrees. That's the temperature as well in downtown Loretto this morning from in-service towing overlooking Highway 43. There you've got Brown Equipment. That shot is looking toward the southeast over the beautiful southern portion of Lawrence County. Let's hop across the state line. We'll check out Florence. This is my favorite shot of the day so far. I'm going to step out where you can see that. Temperatures a little cooler. We've had that update out at the Northwest Shoals Regional Airport now at 17 degrees. And check out that sunrise. Couldn't get any more perfect than that. That is from the UNA campus. I think that's Rivers Hall, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right. But overlooking there, the 360 Grill Renaissance Tower there for reference point for you. And then I think I've got one more camera here. This is the Singing River Bridge out by Namsey. The hospital is just off the camera to the left here. And again, you can kind of see the traffic, but because the sun is hitting the camera, the colors distort a little bit. But overlooking the Tennessee River, traffic moving just fine down in northern Alabama this morning. Temperatures on the cold side, pretty much anywhere you can go. Looks like one of the coldest spots downtown Lewisburg at 10 degrees this morning, 18 in Savannah, the same in Iuka, 13 in Moulton, 19 Decatur, 17 in Athens, and about the same down in Russellville, 19 this morning in Red Bay. Here are those winter storm headlines. I'll move things around in my show this morning. So here's what the breakdown is. The timing has not changed in this system. We're still pretty much on target for seeing this start into early Friday morning. All right. This is going to continue all the way through Friday night, possibly even Saturday morning, ending as a few leftover flurries. And then things will finally clear out as we move through Saturday evening and then on into Sunday when I think sunshine returns. Still looking for widespread heavy snow. The overall maximum and minimum and maximum accumulation totals have really not changed. Still in that sweet spot of, say, 3 to 6 to 4 to 7 inches, depending on your location. I'll show you how things have evolved a little bit overnight, but still we're looking for a widespread heavy snowfall across our area. And then still, this is the concerning part, that wintry mix is possible for some areas, especially into North Alabama. But regardless of being snow or ice, we do anticipate widespread travel issues across the entire region. So really, this is going to be one of those things, and we can't stress this enough. And no, we do not have any special favors with grocery stores, bread companies, or milk companies, dairies. But if you do need groceries, if you do need supplies to get through this, today is the day to go get it, because I'm really concerned travel will be a problem, especially on those untreated county back roads as we move into tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast. This is the Barron model, and we'll put this into motion. This is beginning late tonight, and then here comes early tomorrow morning. Notice the moisture moving from west to the east, not north to south. I explained earlier this week that when we get a good winter weather event, as far as accumulation is concerned, our moisture needs to come from the south or southwest or west, not the north. Northern precip, very small in terms of accumulation in this area. But when you have precip coming from the direction that this guy is, that means we're going to see multiple inches of accumulation. I think some parts of the area start out with a little bit of mixed precip. That's going to create a little bit of a glaze. And then that swath of snow and ice moves across our area again all day Friday before finally exiting the area into Saturday morning. Again, ending as a few flurries, some of that low-level moisture that you really can't see on radar like what we saw a few days ago, that's going to finally pull out of the area into Saturday morning. So overall, I think we've got about a 24-hour window of seeing this, and that's going to start, again, early tomorrow morning, probably midnight to 3 a.m., and then from there, it just works its way through the area, really picking up and intensifying as we move toward noon or lunchtime on Friday. I think around that time, late morning, early afternoon will be the peak, and then things will start to subside from there on into the afternoon. Let's talk about the snow totals at this point. This is what's modified a little bit. We're pulling that 4 to 7 inch range up a little bit more to the north into Tennessee, and the core of the Tennessee Valley region is now going to be seeing 2 to 4 inches, and then points south of the river, 1 to 3. This is snow, not ice, okay? 4 to 7, 2 to 4, 1 to 3. Now let's throw in a little ice into this matter. This has shifted north overnight by a few miles. Talked a little bit about that yesterday. Still looking for the potential, and I think maybe a little bit early on, briefly, and then we'll see a changeover again from snow back to an icing event as we start to wrap things up tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see that glaze on top of whatever falls. So we do have sleet and a trace of ice in southern Tennessee, again to about the Tennessee River, and then point south, we could see up to 0.2 of an inch of ice in parts of the area. And that's enough to create some power outage issues, I know for a fact. So please be mindful of what's going to happen as we move through the next 24 hours. All right? Don't want to scare anybody. Want you to get through this. We'll all get through it together because we're here. We're with you 110%, okay? But you do need to be smart about this. Plan ahead today. Don't try to wait to the last minute. Be calm. We don't think this is going to linger around a long time like it did last January. You remember all those water system problems we had? Not going to say that we might not see a few, but I don't think we're going to pull this out over a week because our temperatures warm back decent into next week. Notice we're almost back to 40 by Monday and Tuesday. Had the question yesterday, how long do you think this is going to last? I think what we're looking at from this thing, it falls. It's here definitely Friday and Saturday. Overnight lows are dropping well below freezing into the low to mid 20s, okay? Sunday, I think we get our first Good dose of sunshine back Sunday afternoon, filtered still with some clouds. Temperatures work above freezing, and I think we see a little bit of melting occur then, okay? Refreeze happens at night, so some travel issues still may be present on Monday. Keep that in mind. Temperatures really warm back nice here for Monday and Tuesday. I think we've got fair sunshine for this time as well and into next Wednesday. So I do think we get past a lot of that problem on the majority of the side here from Monday into Tuesday, but still we'll have some patchy ice problems early morning because keep in mind our overnight lows are still well below freezing until next Wednesday. So yeah, what happens? Probably going to linger for a while. Just be smart and be careful and we'll get you through it. Okay? I'm going to step back to the weather desk, try to answer a few questions this morning. And so let me get back over there. Here's a look again at the full 7-day forecast. We're back into the mid 40s as we head into next week, which definitely is a good thing. Let's see. Looking at any of the questions. Let's see. And I think that I have pretty much addressed everything that was said in the comments as I flicked through real quick. But I do think that, again, yeah, we're probably going to see a good sledding snow. We're going to see a wet snow from this event. So, and I will tell you too, I talked to the EMAs for Lawrence and Giles County, or Lawrence and Murray counties yesterday, and you'll see that interview pop up a little bit later on today on the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. But EMA director for Murray County brought up a really good point when he said, hey, don't go and pull a sled behind an ATV because a lot of people have been getting hurt, unfortunately, with that, and they're seeing a lot of injuries. So again, be smart with your recreation activities with this and just be cautious to what's happening, okay? Question about Cypress Inn. Do you think we'll get more than 4 to 7? I think there could be a few patches of the area that see a little bit more. Earlier model runs had some areas picking up to maybe 8 to 9. That's kind of backed off a little bit, but still, it all depends on how the moisture falls. And I do think there's going to be a stronger band at points. And so that's going to lead into maybe a few folks across the area seeing a little bit more than others on average. And I will tell you this too, and I didn't allude to it, looking at the wind gust analysis for this event into tomorrow, we're going to be dealing with about 20 mile per hour wind gust at times on Friday. And so that's going to blow some of that snow around, and you could see deeper drifts during the course of this event. All right, so definitely a possibility for some folks to get maybe a little more than your next door neighbor. Giles County, about the same. Question from Pikeville, that's outside of our viewing area, unfortunately, but you can hop over to our good friend Mike Witcher at East Tennessee Weather. That is in his viewing area, and Mike will definitely take care of you. You can check out East TN Weather on Facebook, YouTube, and just like us, Mike has his own app in the App Store. Murray County, we talked about Giles. Brad Smith, don't let Ben fool you. He has stock in bunny bread and purity. Brad Smith, a dear friend of mine down at Elkton Methodist Church. And if I did, I would definitely hop down from my two churches and put a lot in the collection plate for you, Brad, but don't have that, unfortunately. Wish I did. Let's see. Yeah. Any other questions? Throw them in the comments. Rachel Lucas, what time Friday is this going to start? Get heavy. We mentioned that earlier. I do think we're in store for seeing that event kicking off again early morning hours, peaking by lunch, and then starting to subside as we move on through the afternoon. So I think just some repeat questions. By the way, before I forget this, I make all of these mental notes in my mind when we go on to do these. And the way my mind works, I forget half of them. Regardless, Paul's had a good thing. Closings and cancellations can now be found on our website. Go to tnvalleyweather.com, mouse over and drop down the forecast tab, and you'll see closings and cancellations. And you can go there also through our Facebook page. We have that linked. That includes school closings and cancellations, anything like that. I think that cancellations will extend through the weekend. I also think that even to a degree, Sunday morning church services, Saturday church services as well, or Saturday religious meetings could definitely be impacted, especially Saturday, but I do think it spills over into Sunday too. Muscle Shoals, about that, I think that Michael was asking if Muscle Shoals is still in the 4-inch range. I think that's a safe number for the Shoals area. Again, probably 3 to 6-ish, maybe a little bit more. So I think a 4-inch range would be a good average. Probably about the same goes for folks in Athens there, Crystal just asked. Paul brought up a really good comment on YouTube. Outside dogs and cats will suffer along with barnyard animals. So please be attentive to your animals outside. Make sure they have a warm, dry place to be. Don't leave the pups and the kittens outside. Make sure, be compassionate, and make sure that they are taken care of through this event, all right? With that said, I think that we are going to wrap things up here. This event will be live or recorded. It is recording. And once we log off here in a second, you can go back and rewatch the whole thing after it processes for just a minute. Yes, we will want pictures. You can send your pictures to Ben at tnvalleyweather.com as we head through tomorrow, and we will get those posted, Ben at tnvalleyweather.com, or you can post those on our social media page. Send those to us in Messenger on Facebook too, and we will get those and put those on. And then we're also going to have some team coverage as well as we move through tomorrow. So a lot of really cool stuff coming to keep you updated on this event. But again, just be smart, be careful. If you have to walk outside, step at a time, be slow. Don't want you to fall and hit your head, because you call 911. 911, first responders, they're going to get to you, but it's probably going to take them a little bit longer than it normally would, because they've got to fight through the same snow and ice that accumulates to get to you. All right? So with that said, thank you so much for stopping by for this live update this morning on the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel. From all of us here, be safe, be kind, and God bless you, and God bless the Tennessee Valley as we go through the next 24 hours. We will have more live coverage all day today and then pretty much all day tomorrow, so you will see plenty of us here to keep you informed and keep you advised. Have a great day.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.